Kia Rio has been around for a good few years now. You can see the tiger's nose, as they call it, the lines generally, but this model is a recent addition to the range. You can see, of course, the chrome detailing across the front. You've got daytime running lights, you've got little gills and grills over here. But the important thing about this one is actually the engine. Because what Kia have done is they brought in the 1.4 LS that we're driving. In other words, the 1.4 litre engine, but in the base spec. But I call it base, but you've still got nice 15-inch mag wheels on the car. I think the Rio is a fairly familiar shape, but if you come over here and you have a look, it's a sort of medium-ish size hatchback, B-segment hatch, and you'll have a look and you've got very adequate space in the back seat. The driver's seat, of course, is always set for myself. You don't get a USB in the back, but you do get a 12-volt socket down at the bottom over there. So you at least get that, which is a good feature. You do get ISOFIX as well, so good on that one. And generally, I mean, for the category it's in, more than good. Nice quality cloth seats in the car, you can see, and all those sort of features. You pop around to the back over here, of course, and I pop open the boot. Can fold down the seats 2/3, 1/3, which you would expect these days. Your boot space of about the 250 litre mark. You'll notice quite a high loading lip that you've got to lift over when you're lifting heavy parcels, but again, something that you would just have to live with. And, well, sorry, but you've got a temporary space saver spare wheel and not a full-size spare wheel over there. Interesting that they do that, because I'm sure you could find another spot for the tools, and there is plenty of room, if you ask me, to have a full-size spare wheel in here. So I don't quite get that these days, but maybe buyers would want to swap that and put a full-size wheel in for themselves. I think I would actually do that. Close it, you can see, very neat rear, the rear lights, but something that I think is missing, and you'll see just now on the inside, that you've got a good infotainment screen, but there isn't a reverse camera on this model. I know it's a smaller hatch, but maybe I'm just getting used to them. The 1.4 litre engine puts out 135 newton meters of torque and 73 kilowatts in total through the front wheels, of course. And a good feature that I do like here is it's a 6-speed manual gearbox, not a 5. So that's a nice feature and a nice extra to have. Okay, let's jump inside and check it out. Starting off behind the wheel, as we always do, you'll see the instrumentation is quite basic, but it tells you everything you want to know, and you can just scroll by pressing the trip button over there, and you can scroll through. You can see we've done 320 kilometers so far on this test, and let's have a look. I've got to just scroll through a little bit more, and you'll see on this country drive we're doing, and it's particularly on this drive that we've done today, and it's open road cruise, 5.8 liters per 100. I'm impressed by that. Driving around town, we were showing closer to the 7 mark. So I think as an average, you would definitely do in the mid-6s. I can't find a reading that will show me an overall on this car, so I'm giving you information like that. You do get, of course, your electric windows all round. I mean, this is exactly what you'd expect these days from most of your cars. And of course, you've got your sound system controls and your phone controls over there. All very, very normal, very standard, nothing that important to tell you about on there. You come across to the very nice looking infotainment screen over here, and as I mentioned, a little bit of a disappointment in the fact that I don't believe you lacking a reverse camera, but that's what it is. There you go. Of course, you can press for phone, and I'm sure you know exactly how all these features work. There you can see set up for my phone over there. It was nice and easy. It picked up quickly. And radio, I don't have to show you any more. What I am liking over here is very clean as you come down the center stack over here. Yes, that's the door locking, which is auto locking on pull off, so thank you for that, Kia. And of course, you've got your aircon controls over here. You've got a nice little place for your cell phone over there, and look, USB and 12 volt over here. So again, and remember the second 12 volt behind. You've got another little place here if you wanted to put your cell phone there. I mentioned the 6-speed manual gearbox. Easy, light, snick, nice gearbox to play with a little bit, coming through the twisties. And I have to tell you that bringing this car through the twisties, through Hearties, it handles the road very well. And my driving companion actually commented on how it sat flat and held the road very, very nicely coming through when I decided to, shall we say, play a little bit. The dash is actually a plainer than a lot of the cars we get these days that have all these different levels and shelves and things across the dash. Nice and plain. Yes, it's plastic, but it feels good quality. It's sort of a metallic almost feel down here, but no rattles, no creaks, no nothing. This car's got about 5,000 kilometers on the clock, so I can't complain there. Beyond that, I've shown you comfortable seats. Everything else is very much what you'd expect in this category of car. So I mentioned the 1.4 engine that puts out 73 kilowatts and 135 Newton meters. Of course, its price. What do you pay for this car? At the moment, 292,000 Rand will put you behind the wheel of one exactly like this. Also get a 4-year, 60,000 kilometer service plan thrown into the deal as well. There's lots of opposition in this category. You get brother or cousin, shall I call it, the Hyundai i20. You get, of course, wow, what all could I put into this category? There are so many. The Polo Vivos obviously are a big competitor in this category, and the list will go on. The new Toyota Starlet would come into it. I think you know where I'm going. You also do get a couple of extra features like auto-on headlights I want to just mention to you. So you do get features like that. Overall, Kia is well known. It's popular for the fact that they are reliable with a touch of sportiness to them. And I felt that driving it, I have to say. Very, very peppy for a 1.4. I'm quite impressed by that. You in this category, shortlist this one, take it for a drive. I would suggest it. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you next time.